Whoa, extreme close up. Hey guys, I have attempted to do multiple makeup tutorials for you all today. I apologize for my camera like bouncing all over the place, so I'm using a selfie stick because I don't know how you guys do this with like all your multiple product lines and all that good stuff. Maybe you have some, like a tripod and stuff, but I actually don't. Believe it or not, the selfie obsessed gal does not have a tripod, just a selfie stick, which I don't even really use because I have like monster long arms. So, I have the utmost respect for everyone doing the makeup tutorials and being out there selling your products. I think it's amazing. I personally just choose not to or even can't spend that much on makeup to get all the different looks that I want, but I found ways to do it on the cheap. And it was probably around like Christmas, New Year's this year that I decided that I wanted to, show folks what I do. I often get approached, especially by some of the younger gals. I remember specifically, every time I go to TJ Maxx, it seems like the young cashiers are like, "Oh my gosh, I love your eyebrows," or "What do you put in? What do you line your eyes with? What do you use on your skin? It's amazing." And first of all, my skin is not amazing. I wear makeup everywhere, to the pool, to yoga, to the gym. I wear makeup. I don't wear much, but I do. It just makes me feel more self-confident, and confidence is key. So whatever, like if you love makeup, wear makeup. I see nothing wrong with it. I'm just gonna run through the products that I use, and it's what I like. It's what I have worked for a long time to find, and I'm sure there are better products out there. I'm sure that some of you folks selling makeup have better products that maybe have more SPF or are, last longer, more cost effective, whatever. I'm just kind of a tightwad. I also don't plan ahead very well, and so my Amazon Prime addiction is fierce. I will pick up what I need and get it within 2 or 3 days, and that works well for me. Otherwise, I just go to Walmart or Walgreens and get my items. So over the course of all these attempted multiple makeup videos, I've done the right side of my face, so here's the left side. I did do the blush during one of the attempts here, but I actually started out today by doing I'll show you what I did. Here I have my primer, and this is probably the most expensive item that I use. It's like an $8, $9 primer. It has a red cap, but kind of like that busy mom syndrome. That's what also I'm trying to accomplish here, is that I do not have a lot of time to do my makeup. I can spend like 2 hours doing my hair and makeup before New Year's Eve, before going out on the town, whatever. But Monday through Saturday, usually, I don't have an opportunity to do that. And if I do, it's just like basic makeup, and then I'll touch it up later on in the evening, So Rimmel foundation primer. A coworker friend told me about this. She's a makeup genius. It helps extend the length of your makeup, and so I also do a lot of my workouts like right in the middle of the day over lunch hour. That just what works best for me, being so busy and stuff. So this helps me not sweat all my makeup off, and I like it. It's not necessarily moisturizing though, so I have found that I need to moisturize sometimes before bed. Otherwise, I have a secret. I do not take my makeup off before I go to sleep. I know I should. I just don't, that's just how it works. So when I use this especially, I find that maybe sometimes I should have used a little bit more moisturizer from time to time. But this is what I do first. I usually use like maybe a lima bean size on my finger. This probably lasts me a couple months, maybe a quarter long. And then I just put it all over my face. And then the next thing I use is Maybelline brand. So you can buy this at Walmart and Walgreens. Maybelline brand concealer. I do a shade or two darker in the, spring, summer, fall, whenever I have a tan. When my tan starts to fade, then I do a couple shades lighter then. I also keep that darker stuff because that's what I do when I go out and about on the town. Like tonight, we're going to go have a couple drinks. It has been one heck of a week. I will tell you what, my flight on Wednesday got canceled. We couldn't go to the wrestling tournament last night. I'm just down and out and ready to unwind, even though like odds are I'm going to be like super tired after this long week and have like 2 beverages and punk out, because that's what I do from time to time, because I'm super not really committed to I don't know, being out for the night tonight, but I'm gonna go have fun for a little bit. It'll be nice. So I use the darker shade when I am going out on the town. And I just apply it on my chin, my under eyes, you know, wherever, if I do have a pimple or two. Then I just leave it sit there. I put my concealer on it. This is Maybelline concealer. It's Better Skin. It has an SPF 15 in case that's something that's really important to you. I do usually just apply this with my finger, like a couple pumps, and then does my whole face. And then when it does get down to where it's about to run out, I will unscrew the cap and like scrape out every tiny drop of this stuff, because I am a tightwad, believe it or not, on a lot of things here. So that's what I do. And I do, if I have time, like today I did have time. We're just bumming around the house. I had all kinds of time. So chose to use my makeup sponge today. You have to like condition these suckers though. That's one thing, is they do give more of a clean look, I think. But it will take about like 5 pumps to condition your thing. Your sponge, even though your sponges are super cheap, I have like 100 of them I got at TJ Maxx for like $5. If anyone wants one, let me know. I will hook you up. They will last me a long time because I don't wash them. You probably should, but I don't. But then once you've conditioned them, then it's like soaked in. So you just like put your 2 squirts on your brush or your sponge instead. And then you just like smudge it all over. If you have a nose ring though, I have actually pulled out my nose stud before with this thing, like literally pulled it out, blood everywhere. Oh my gosh, it was brutal. So it's not as quick, and like I am like a 5-minute makeup gal weekdays, and so it would not be effective for me to use this sponge on the weekdays. But today I had more time, so I chose to. And then Teenage Dream, kind of. This is my CoverGirl powder. I use this. I've used this for years. As long as I can remember, it's always 535. It's always my shade, no matter what time of year it is. It's I don't know. I think part of the reason why I like it is it's more translucent. It's not super effective with coverage, but it helps set everything. And I would say my foundations probably, it was $4.34, or sorry, my concealer was $4.80 something cents last time I got it off of Amazon. My concealer $6, $7, Amazon, Walmart. My powder like $4 or $5. So nothing super expensive. Again, it's amazing if people can get some of those amazing products and spend, you know, their money on those. I'm just not one of those gals. And so no disrespect at all to any of you out, you know, selling your makeup and stuff. That's just what I do. And so the next thing is a blush. I do have just a Wet n Wild blush. It's, I don't know, I like the reds, the dark reds. This is called Mellow Wine. I use my blush brush, which again, I have never washed this sucker. It's fallen into the sink a couple times and gotten wet, but I've never washed it. So I just, you know, dip it in, dab it off, and then apply it on my cheeks. I probably overdo it with the blush, but that's just the look I like. So you could certainly pick like a paler shade, maybe something with a little more shimmer, and, you know, go at it how you choose. And then I do have a bronzer. I like to put that over my blush for a little bit of shimmer, like you can see now. And then I do, I think it's like the décolletage, your chest, your neck. I like to do that with the bronzer just to even out the makeup and the chest. It's Wet n Wild brand, $2.99 I think not too long ago. This is called Bikini Contest. That's a cute name. And I do have a distinct blush brush, or I'm sorry, a bronzer blush that is different from my blush brush. Just because I have used the same brush before, and then sometimes my makeup, my bronzer gets in with the blush and it gets a little brown. So that's really like my mainstays for my face. That takes me 3 minutes at most. I do a little shimmer. This is probably like a Wet n Wild brand. I've had it for like 3 years. I just do that under my eyebrow right now. I don't always do the shimmer. That's something I'm into right now. I like it. And then I have options for eyeliners that I do. I have lost my sharpener pencil. I had one, I left at a hotel, and then another one was shaped like a football, and my kiddos borrowed that for their school pencils, and it's a goner. So I am not using my pencil right now, but this is a Wet n Wild brand. Costs like $1.99, maybe even just 99 cents, and it lasts forever. There's color all the way down to way down here. So I recently replaced this. They last a super long time. I have this NYC brand eyeliner, had it for years. I know they say you're supposed to like change up your makeup every so often, that your applicators, you know, get dirty and can harbor like bacteria and stuff. It's been years that I've had this with no ill effects. So not saying it'll happen for everyone, but it works for me. And then this is mainly what I've been using now. It is a felt tip eyeliner. I'm trying to open it with one hand without letting go of my selfie stick. But it works really well. It's not as liquidy as that other eyeliner, so I can get you know, in my eyes a little bit more effectively without it burning. That's the problem I found with eyeliner, because I don't know how to apply it, is I've watched lots of videos and learned, but it would always get in my eye and it would burn, then I'd have black tears. Like when you're drinking like a dark stout and you're like, oh, this beer is as black as my soul. Well, my tears were actually black sometimes with that for a while. So I use this felt brand and it works really well. I just line a little heavier on the bottom, heavy over here, and really light throughout. And I can like do dark and wing it out if you'd like. That's typically not my day-to-day look though. This would be what I would do for every day. Maybe not so much dark eyeshadow, but depending on my outfit, maybe. My eyeshadows, I have like a bunch of these, and I had gotten like a pack of them a couple years ago at Christmas, and they're e.l.f. brand. They're like duos, and so I have used this black one so you can see like the metal underneath now, and I have used a couple of them entirely up and had to replace the colors. And when I do that, I just get, you know, like palettes or the individual palettes you can put the colors into. But these last forever. Like I said, 2, 3, 4 Christmases ago, and they're still going strong. So there's just a couple that have I've had to replace, but otherwise they're amazing. My eyebrows are right now another piece that does take me quite a bit of time. I've discovered this eyeliner crayon. It works really well. You just dial it up, and I don't know. Eyebrows are a thing right now, so I'm still trying to work on how best to do them. But I'm looking at all these videos and stuff. I like to just line here, then follow the edge, follow the top edge and down. And then this end, if you pull the cap off, has like a little rubbery nub where you can blend throughout. So that's what I do. And then really that's my look. So that takes, I don't know, 5 minutes at most. Sometimes I've gotten ready in literally 3 minutes if I get up late or something. I don't have time to do my makeup. Practice makes perfect. So, you know, obviously it's going to take you longer when you do it initially. But my mascara, I use the Maybelline Great Lash. I love some of those fancy mascaras that the makeup dealers have. I think they're amazing. I've used them before. They just take too long for me, you know, they take too long, or if you lose it, that's great. That was $30, you know, down the drain. Where I've lost like several of these in the last year, and you know, it's okay. You don't cry over like $4 eyeliner or mascara. And all my eyeliners were, you know, just a couple dollars each as well. And this I actually don't apply typically until I get to work. It's kind of like my zen time before I have to like start doing anything for the day. You know, you get to work a few minutes early usually. And that actually stems from when I had little itty bitty babies and used to have to get them ready. And like if you're like leaning and pulling and lifting and, you know, carrying a car seat and straining, I would get like mascara all over my eye. And that's not desirable. That's not a hot look. And so I, over time, just started to apply my mascara when I got to work. So I really like this kind. It's kind of a neat shaped applicator. Oh, sorry, shaking you all over the place. I like because it has like itty bitties that can get into those little like baby hairs on the inside, and then it's really good for the outside too. So I really like that. I think, oops, oh my gosh, I'm getting crazy with the selfie stick. I really like this. But anyway, like I said, no disrespect, much love. That's just what works for me, and I don't know. Happy makeuping.